Welcome to our lecture on the course review, and emerging trends in medical device regulation and strategy. This presentation explores future trends in medical device strategic planning and project management. It builds on foundational knowledge from prior modules covering regulatory affairs, risk management, clinical evaluation, submission management, post-market surveillance, global harmonization, digital health regulations, and project management. The goal is to equip regulatory professionals with insights on emerging regulatory initiatives, advanced technologies, and integrated strategic approaches. The presentation will cover global regulatory updates, including FDA, Health Canada, and EU MDR/IVDR trends, and highlight implications for regulatory strategy, data management, digital transformation, and organizational agility. Participants will learn how to integrate regulatory requirements into product development, leverage real-world evidence, and plan strategically for efficient global market entry while supporting innovation and patient safety. Module 1 provides the foundation of regulatory affairs in the medical device industry. Participants understand the importance of regulatory frameworks that safeguard patient safety while enabling innovation. The module emphasizes the regulatory lifecycle approach, which spans from concept development through post-market surveillance. Balancing innovation with compliance requires awareness of classification systems, regulatory pathways, submission requirements, and risk mitigation strategies. Regulatory professionals play a pivotal role in guiding development teams, coordinating submissions, and maintaining compliance throughout the device lifecycle. Understanding these principles is critical for developing integrated strategies that support product success in multiple markets while minimizing regulatory risk. Module 2 focuses on regulatory strategy development, emphasizing the alignment of business objectives with regulatory compliance. Participants learn how to determine device classification across different jurisdictions, identify the appropriate regulatory pathways, and tailor submission strategies accordingly. Market-specific considerations, such as differing clinical evidence requirements, labeling, and post-market obligations, are integrated into the strategy. The module highlights approaches to optimize time to market by coordinating pre-submission engagement, submission preparation, and cross-functional collaboration. Effective regulatory strategy reduces delays, ensures predictable outcomes, and positions the company for successful global commercialization. Module 3 explores quality management systems, QMS, and their critical role in ensuring regulatory compliance. Frameworks such as ISO 13485 and FDA QSR provide the infrastructure for consistent quality, risk mitigation, and regulatory adherence. Integration of QMS principles with regulatory strategy allows organizations to streamline processes, enhance documentation, and ensure traceability throughout the device lifecycle. QMS implementation supports verification, validation, and post-market surveillance activities, reinforcing operational excellence. Participants learn the importance of maintaining robust procedures, change control, and continuous improvement to support both regulatory compliance and strategic business objectives. Module 4 focuses on risk management as a strategic component of regulatory planning. ISO 14971-based processes enable systematic identification, assessment, and mitigation of risks throughout the product lifecycle. Proactive risk management informs design decisions, supports regulatory submissions, and demonstrates safety assurance to regulators. Integrating risk management with regulatory strategy strengthens submission quality and reduces the likelihood of delays or non-compliance findings. Organizations that leverage risk-based planning gain a competitive advantage by anticipating potential challenges, optimizing resource allocation, and enhancing overall product safety and reliability. Module 5 highlights the importance of clinical evaluation in supporting regulatory submissions. Evidence generation strategies include prospective and retrospective clinical trials, systematic literature reviews, and real-world evidence collection. The module emphasizes understanding evolving regulatory requirements across different jurisdictions to ensure that safety and performance claims are adequately supported. Strategic integration of clinical evidence into the regulatory dossier ensures that submissions are scientifically robust and aligned with regulatory expectations. This approach also facilitates harmonization across markets and supports timely approval for innovative devices. Module 7 covers post-market surveillance, PMS, emphasizing its strategic importance in regulatory affairs. Effective PMS systems include vigilance reporting, complaint handling, and corrective and preventive actions, CAPA. Monitoring safety, performance, and user feedback allows organizations to proactively identify and mitigate risks. PMS also supports regulatory submissions, informs labeling updates, and contributes to continuous improvement. Integration with the quality management system and risk management ensures that post-market data is systematically captured, analyzed, and leveraged to enhance compliance, safety, and product reliability. Module 6 focuses on submission management, emphasizing the preparation of comprehensive regulatory dossiers for various pathways. Effective management requires cross-functional collaboration among regulatory, clinical, quality, and engineering teams. Attention to detail, adherence to submission checklists, and early planning are essential to minimize errors and ensure completeness. Participants learn strategies for coordinating document collection, responding to agency questions, and tracking timelines. By mastering submission management, regulatory professionals can improve the predictability and efficiency of approvals while maintaining compliance across multiple regions. Module 8 examines global regulatory harmonization, including IMDRF initiatives and regional efforts to align requirements. Understanding and leveraging harmonization can streamline submissions, reduce duplication, and facilitate coordinated global market entry. Participants learn to interpret guidance documents, standardize templates, and audit programs to optimize compliance and efficiency. Harmonization strategies impact product launch sequencing, resource allocation, and submission prioritization, supporting both regulatory and business objectives. This module emphasizes strategic planning for multi-region approvals, balancing compliance with operational efficiency. Module 9 explores regulatory considerations for digital health technologies. Participants learn requirements for software as a medical device, SaMD, including validation, risk management, and clinical evaluation. AI and machine learning applications require robust data governance, algorithm validation, and post-market performance monitoring. Cybersecurity and data integrity are critical for protecting patient safety and ensuring compliance. The module emphasizes integrating digital health regulation into strategic planning, aligning technology innovation with regulatory expectations, and leveraging emerging guidance for market access. Module 10 focuses on strategic planning for regulatory affairs, emphasizing the alignment of regulatory activities with business objectives. Participants explore frameworks for prioritizing projects, allocating resources, and structuring teams to maximize efficiency and regulatory performance. Effective strategic planning ensures that regulatory considerations are embedded from concept through commercialization, supporting timely approvals and minimizing compliance risk. Integration with corporate strategy allows organizations to balance innovation, operational efficiency, and regulatory obligations while enhancing overall organizational agility. Module 11 explores project management techniques applied to regulatory activities. Using methodologies such as Gantt charts, critical path analysis, and milestone tracking, regulatory teams can improve efficiency and transparency. Project management ensures that submissions, approvals, and post-market activities are delivered on time and aligned with organizational objectives. Risks, resource constraints, and issues are proactively monitored and addressed. Participants learn to integrate project management principles into regulatory planning, enhancing predictability and overall regulatory performance. The FDA is actively shaping the future regulatory landscape with programs that accelerate innovation while maintaining safety. The software pre-certification program focuses on developer excellence, streamlining SIMD reviews. The Real-World Evidence Initiative allows real-world data to supplement traditional clinical studies, potentially reducing time and cost. The Breakthrough Devices program provides expedited pathways for technologies addressing unmet needs, facilitating faster patient access. The Digital Health Center of Excellence and Frameworks for Advanced Manufacturing, e.g., 3D printing, highlight the FDA's commitment to supporting emerging technologies and modernizing regulatory review processes. Health Canada is implementing strategies to improve regulatory agility and support innovation. The Regulatory Innovation Agenda aims to streamline review processes and modernize practices. The Agile Licensing Framework focuses on a life-cycle approach, allowing continuous oversight rather than point-in-time approvals. International collaboration supports reliance and work sharing to reduce duplication. Specific guidance for AI/ML-based devices and modernized fee structures ensure that innovative technologies can be efficiently evaluated while maintaining competitiveness. The EU continues adapting to the stringent MDR/IVDR frameworks. Full compliance impacts legacy devices, clinical evidence requirements, and market access. Shortages in notified body capacity pose potential bottlenecks, requiring strategic planning by manufacturers. The UDIM database and UDI implementation enhance traceability, transparency, and coordination across stakeholders. Additionally, increasing focus on environmental sustainability is shaping device design, manufacturing, and lifecycle management practices. Future success in medical device development requires integration of regulatory strategy early in the product lifecycle. Regulatory professionals must be engaged from concept through commercialization to guide classification, pathway selection, clinical study planning, and submission strategies. Aligning regulatory objectives with business goals ensures efficient resource utilization, timely approvals, and reduced market entry risk. Integrated regulatory strategies enable proactive identification of potential compliance gaps, faster response to regulatory questions, and optimized global launch sequencing. A comprehensive data strategy is essential for regulatory planning and product development. This involves collecting, managing, and leveraging data across pre-market and post-market activities. Real-world evidence can supplement clinical trials, support safety and efficacy claims, and reduce regulatory burden. Integrating data into post-market surveillance, risk management, and quality systems ensures regulatory compliance while providing actionable insights for product improvement. Advanced analytics enable organizations to make informed, evidence-based decisions and demonstrate compliance to regulators across multiple jurisdictions. Digital transformation is reshaping regulatory operations. Regulatory Information Management Systems, RIMS, streamline document control, submission tracking, and compliance monitoring. Automation reduces manual work, increases accuracy, and accelerates submission preparation. Advanced analytics help identify trends, anticipate regulatory questions, and support strategic decision-making. Leveraging technology enhances efficiency, transparency, and agility in managing increasingly complex regulatory environments. Collaborative innovation emphasizes partnership across stakeholders to improve regulatory outcomes and product development. Engaging regulators early fosters transparency, accelerates approval, and aligns expectations. Collaboration with healthcare providers and patients informs design decisions, enhances usability, and improves clinical relevance. Co-creation of solutions supports both innovation and regulatory compliance, strengthening the overall medical device ecosystem. This approach drives efficiency, reduces development risk, and fosters patient-centered device design. Organizational agility in regulatory affairs is critical for success in a rapidly evolving global landscape. Flexible structures allow rapid response to new regulatory requirements, emerging technologies, and changing market dynamics. Developing internal capabilities for strategic planning, data management, digital tools, and cross-functional coordination provides a competitive edge. Continuous improvement initiatives, knowledge sharing, and skill development strengthen the organization's ability to navigate complex regulatory challenges. Agile regulatory organizations can efficiently integrate strategy, compliance, and innovation, ensuring successful global medical device commercialization.